Broadside, day 574. You ever eat like a jelly donut and you take 2 or 3 bites of that little bastard and you haven't discovered any jelly yet? You know, there's no like, you haven't found where like the vein of raspberry filling is in that little bastard. And then you finally get to it and there's just like a little tiny like piece of raspberry filling. And you're like, those rat bastards charged me $2.09 for a nothing filled donut because it's just a void, vacuous ball of dough at that point. They didn't fill it up with anything. It's stupid, right? You go to a barbecue restaurant and there's people behind the counter chopping up the meat and they're wearing them black rubber gloves. You're getting ready to pay way too much for pig. I'm just letting you know. And I've begun to think that power lifters are mentally ill. I think that's a mental illness. I really do. Because there's so much self-destructive stuff going on in that world. I mean, what's wrong with just lifting weights and getting big, right? You don't have to lift all the weights at once. I watched a guy the other day, and apparently he's not the only one that can do these things. I mean, it's not like he's some anomaly or anything, but he bench pressed 300 pounds with one arm, okay? So he gets it out there and then he just basically he's from here to like here, but still, I mean, he's still got it off his chest and all that. And there's a dude spotting him that looks like, you know, Schwarzenegger in 1979. I mean, he looks great. Like he's fit, chiseled, and because powerlifters they're not cut and chiseled. They're just bulk and mass and weird looking, and they got that like steroid gut going on. You just all that. It's just a weird physique, right? And I would imagine that not everybody can become a power lifter. I mean, you got to eat to get big, and some people just aren't meant to be that big. You know, your muscles are only gonna get so big. But here's the thing, right? There's so much injury. Oh, it is the most cringy stuff in the world to watch people have like weights dropped on their neck and their elbows blowing out and just all the pec muscles ripping off into their the what do you call it? What the hell is this muscle? This is why I'm not a power lifter. I don't even know what the hell it's called. What is this? What's this called? This is a bicep. Your bicep rips off and goes up in their arm. Like, none of that is worth it. I'm gonna break and injure enough crap just in my daily walking life. I'd be damned if I'm gonna encourage it by putting 600 pounds on my chest. It's just crazy. I mean, yeah, that's gotta be nice to say, hey, I can, lift a small car, a small European car, but it's just not worth it. So I think that there's something mentally ill with wanting to go well beyond the virtues of just being a strong, fit human being. You could look like The Rock, or you could look like, Butterbean. I don't know. A power lifter when you see it. They put them stupid vests on, that rubber thing that allows them to lift way more weight than they are actually lifting, and they're just, they got hemorrhoids bursting out of every orifice in their body. Like, what is the point? What is the point? Think of another sport where hemorrhoids would be like a big thing, right? Like, you're like, hey man, let's go play some soccer. Now we might get hemorrhoids, and you'd be like, what? I don't want to. What? But the power lifters, apparently that's just part of life, right? Like, think of that. Hey, what are you doing this weekend? I was gonna play some pickleball. Might get hemorrhoids. I mean, that's just like, that should deter everybody from wanting to be a power lifter. I don't get it. Powerlifting and hemorrhoids. Anyway, so what are you gonna do about that, right? And I watched a video the other day, and it was like, what do I do when I wake up in the morning, every morning or whatever? I grab my coffee and I go down into my Lego room, and I'm like, man, what is wrong with these damn people, man, with these Lego rooms? Now I ain't talking about somebody that's got, a few Lego things, right? I'm talking about like a basement dedicated to Legos. Like, he's got like an entire drawer shelf system with just pieces that he can pull out like a pink square. You know what I mean? Like, way too much invested in this. And it's not even the money. It's way too much time and energy invested in this, right? Like, there's nothing better than sitting at a kitchen table and putting together a Lego set. Like, it's very satisfying. But I don't want it in my house. Like, people could just bring me their Legos put it on my dining room table. I'll put it together, and then I'll call you when it's ready, you know, because I don't want to play with it. I don't want to look at it. I just want to put it together. I like building stuff, you know. It's very satisfying. It's like clean building, you know. There's no mortar, there's no construction adhesive, there's no why is everybody breaking, damn it. There's none of that, right? It's just all clean, right? But then when you get done with it, I don't want to admire it or anything. Well, anyway, I say that to say this. Holy crap, everybody slow down. Daggone. Please don't hit me. Having all those Legos must make moving, like, you could never move, because I would look at that stuff and be like, man, we've outgrown this house. You know, we got 6 kids and 2 bedrooms, and we really need to move, but sucks being them kids. We ain't moving. I mean, there's too many Legos. Like, how do you even move that stuff? Like, there's not enough boxes and weird stuff in the world. It's like people that deliver wedding cakes. How do y'all get that crap to the destination without it? I got 4,000 pounds of crap in the back of this van, and it sounds like a romper room back there most of the time. I don't even know. Every time I open the door, something else is falling, you know? And I'm like, how do you get a wedding cake to a wedding? I don't get it. Much less, how do you move all those damn Legos without them falling into a million pieces, you know? And moving is horrible to begin with. Moving is right up there with, like, government and shaving and catheters and powerlifting hemorrhoids and spilling a bottle of syrup on your brand new couch, you know? It's just horrible. It's like, you know what moving is like? It's like a traffic jam when you're already late. It's like 10,000 soldiers when you need is a fork. I don't know the words. Anyway, so yeah, you people with your Lego rooms, your Lego basements, y'all are dorks. Y'all are dorks, mega dorks, and you deserve all the pain in hell that you're gonna get when you move. Giddy.